Hello and welcome to Videojug. We're going to show you how to make a Melton Mowbray pork pie. Step 1. You will need the following ingredients to serve 8 people. 450 grams of plain flour, 1 egg yolk, 175 grams of lard, 100 millilitres of milk, 900 grams of lean pork, diced, 3 bacon rashers, diced, 1 teaspoon of sage, chopped, 1 teaspoon of thyme, 1 teaspoon of anchovy oil, half a teaspoon of allspice, 350 millilitres of chicken stock, 1 egg beaten to glaze, 15 grams of gelatin broken into pieces, 2 tablespoons of flour for dusting, and salt and pepper. Here is a handy list of the ingredients. You will also need the following utensils: a springform tin, roughly 20.5 centimetres in diameter, 2 bowls, a sieve, a saucepan, a wooden spoon, cling film, a metal spoon, a rolling pin, a pastry cutter, a knife, a pastry brush, a whisk or fork, and a circle of parchment paper cut to the size of your springform tin. Step 2. Sift the flour. Tip some of the flour into a sieve and, patting the sides, gently sift it through to the bowl below. Repeat with the rest of the flour. Step 3. Add the egg to the flour. Using your wooden spoon, create a well in the centre of the sifted flour. Pour the egg yolk into the centre of the well and set aside for later. Step 4. Melt the lard. Tip the lard into the saucepan and add the milk. Place the pan onto a medium heat and allow the lard to melt. Once melted, bring it to a rapid boil. Step 5. Combine the lard and flour. Now immediately add the boiling lard into the well with the egg and flour. It's very important that it's boiling when added. Then, taking your wooden spoon, draw the ingredients, which simply means to bring all the ingredients together into the centre. Step 6. Knead the dough. Dust your working surface lightly with flour. Place the ball of dough into it, dusting it also lightly with flour. And begin to knead, using both the heel of your hand and fingers, for roughly 5 minutes. This will pump some air into the pastry and keep it light, so don't rush this step. Step 7. Wrap with cling film. Take a sheet of cling film and completely wrap the entire ball of dough. Then set it aside in a warm place for 20 to 30 minutes to rest. Step 8. Preheat the oven. Set the oven to 200 degrees centigrade or gas mark 6. Step 9. Mix in the ingredients. Add the bacon pieces to the bowl of diced pork meat. Then follow with the anchovy oil, the thyme, sage, and allspice. Sprinkle in some salt, then pepper. Add 3 tablespoons of the stock and mix in well with your wooden spoon. Set aside to rest while we concentrate on the pastry. Step 10. Make the pastry bottom. Unwrap the pastry after it's rested and cut off 2/3 with a large knife. Rewrap the remaining pastry as we will need it later on. Sprinkle the work surface with flour and place the dough into it. Dust the dough with flour, then carefully start to roll it out with the rolling pin, roughly into the size of the tin. Be careful handling this dough as it's very delicate. Now, lay the cake tin upside down into the centre of the dough and with a knife cut around the sides. Remove the excess pastry, but do not discard. Remove the cake tin and, sliding the knife under the circle of pastry, lift it up and lay it into the bottom of the cake tin, pushing it down to mould. Step 11. Make the pastry sides. Now roll out the second part of the pastry. Cut down the middle, pick up one half and lay it against the side of the tin. Then gently knead into and around the mould. Take the remaining half and lay it against the other side of the tin and knead in and around the mould. Trim away any excess pastry and reserve for later. Step 12. Add the meat mix. When the dough is nicely moulded around the tin, take the meat mix and spoon it into the tin. Push it down lightly, then set it aside for a minute. Step 13. Make the lid. Roll out all of the remaining pastry and place the cake tin into the middle of the dough. Then cut around the tin with a knife to create a circle. Take away the excess pastry and reserve for the decoration later on. Now begin to cut away and tidy up any excess pastry from the sides. Take your pastry lid and lay it gently over the meat, pushing it down lightly with your fingers to create the tight seal. Finally, using your knife, cut a small hole in the centre of your pastry lid to pour the liquid in later on. Step 14. Decorate. Dust some flour onto your work surface, then roll out any of the remaining dough, dusting it occasionally with flour to avoid sticking. Then with your pastry cutter, cut out 3 shapes. Take away any excess pastry and place the shapes around the hole. Step 15. Brush with egg. Lightly coat the entire pastry lid with the beaten egg, and it's now ready to bake. Step 16. Bake. Place the tin into the centre of the preheated oven and bake at 200 degrees centigrade for 20 minutes. Then reduce the heat to 180 degrees centigrade after this time and cook for a further 2 hours. Now pull out the tray, rebrush with the egg wash, cook for a further 10 minutes, and remove from the oven. Step 17. Leave to cool. After removing the pie, leave it to completely cool. Step 18. Heat the stock. Place a small saucepan on a medium heat, pour in the stock and bring to the boil, which will take roughly 5 minutes. Add the gelatin into the boiling stock and whisk well to dissolve. Step 19. Add the stock. Now that your pie has cooled, pour the stock into a jug and carefully begin to add it in little amounts through the hole in your pastry. Allow it to seep through, then add a little more, and repeat until all is added. Be patient, as this will take some time. Now allow it to cool overnight. Step 20. Serve. When completely cooled, remove your pie from the springform tin. Slice it into generous portions and serve with a good English mustard. And that's how to make a Melton Mowbray pork pie the Videojug way. Enjoy!